itu ukurannya walaupun hanya berdiri di depan. Kita tunjuk ya, pertama tunjuk mulai dari kamu. Walaupun hanya berdiri di depan. Oke, Pak.
Today I'm going to tell you about how to learning English. So, many websites or many so before you want to learn English, you should know how to before you want to learn English, you should know what is grammar vocabulary. Because vocabulary is one of the important things to learn English. Example is like you want to go to toilet. You want to go to toilet in another country. But you can just say back home. Because the other people do not understand about what you say. You should say I want to go to toilet, then they will understand what you say. So I think the important thing to how to learn English is vocabulary, because if you don't understand vocabulary, you will have hard to live in another country. So you can get vocabulary from like reading a book, like speaking with tourists, or you can get vocabulary from games. You can get vocabulary too from singing a song.
Judul kamu itu how to learn vocabulary atau how to teach vocabulary?
How to learn English, makanya ya yang paling terpenting bagi saya di kita belajar vocabulary.
Yes.
Vocabulary ini pasti kalau kita nggak tahu kita nggak bakal bisa hidup lagi.
Vocabulary kalau bisa Inggris ya. Ya, kalau tanpa vocabulary dia tidak bisa berbagai bahasa ya. Ya, oke ya. Jadi judulnya adalah how to learn English vocabulary ya. How to improve your vocabulary gitu. How to improve your vocabulary lagi apa? Coba lagi. Gimana caranya improve vocabulary?
And how to improve your vocabulary is like reading a book or playing a game or singing a song. Because when you like singing a song, you must
done.
Will be done. That will be done in the future. It's still plans. Like, I will visit you tomorrow. Like that. So, before we come to the formula, first is I will tell you about the time signal. In simple future tense,
Hello.
we use time signal next,
Sekarang masih
like
banyak orang beli.
next week, next month, and the other, and then later, and tomorrow. So there is two formula. First is verbal sentence. What is verbal sentence? Verbal sentence is used verb. The formula is subject plus will plus verb one. And then for example, like I will visit you tomorrow. We can change it into negative with put no after will, like I will not visit you tomorrow. And to interrogative, we can make it will you visit tomorrow, like that. And then nominal sentence, it's without verb. The formula is subject, will, and complement. It will be adjective, verb, noun, and the others. Actually, in simple future tense, we use three like will, shall, and going to. But in this section, we just focus on will. Okay, everyone, that's all about my explanation from simple future tense. If I make a mistake, please forgive me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, guys. Yes. Now we will discuss and I will explain about the material. The material is present continuous tense. Okay. Before we go into the material explanation, I have one question for you. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? Okay. Alright. Mungkin ya. Maybe I'm discussing classroom. I'm studying in classroom. It is explanation. It is example about present continuous. So, guys, what is this definition of present continuous? Present continuous is a form of sentence explain or express activity that are being carried out in the present. The present continuous is divided into two. Number one is verbal sentence, and number two is nominal sentence. Okay. Verbal sentence. The formula and verbal sentence in the positive sentence. The formula is subject plus to be, and the to be is are, I, and is, and plus verb one plus in and plus object. Example is I am speaking English now. That's right. I am speaking English. And in the negative sentence, the formula is subject plus to be plus noun plus verb one plus in and plus object. Example is I am not speaking English now. And in the interrogative sentence, the formula is to be plus subject plus verb one plus in and plus object. Example is present sentence. In the positive sentence, the formula is subject plus to be plus being and plus verb one and plus adjective. The example is I am being happy right now. And the negative sentence, the formula is subject plus to be plus noun plus being plus verb one plus object. And the symbol is I am not being happy right now. And then interrogative sentence, the formula is to be plus subject plus being and plus object and plus adjective. And the sample is I am being happy right now. So the present continuous, the time signal is now, right now. At present, tonight, this morning, this evening, still at present. Okay, guys, that's all explanation for me. I hope it's useful for you. Thanks for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Simple past tense. Simple past tense is a sentence of event that was happened before. So there are two examples of past tense. This one is nominal and verbal. The formula of verbal is subject plus verb two and plus complements. For example, in verbal, the verbs he walked to school today. The negative subject plus did not plus verb one and complement. So the negative example is he did walk to school today. And the question sentence did you walk to school today? So this plus verb one using verb one. And the second past tense is nominal. The formula of nominal subject plus to be was where plus was where complement. Was where was to is used to I, he, she, it, and where is used to you, they, we. For example of nominal, I was born in 2004. And in negative, I was born in 2004. And the question sentence, was I born in 2004? So that's explaining for me. Sorry if I made a mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Next.
Assalamualaikum guys. How are you today guys?
Good, thank you.
Okay. Do you know about sentence, guys? No, right? I will explain to you about compound sentence. Compound sentence is combine the independent phrases. Yes, combine the independent phrases to make a new sentence. Like I go to school. She go to school. How to combine that sentence? So we need the coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction is like and, like but, and masih banyak lagi. And many others. So to combine that sentence, we need to do the coordinating conjunction. And coordinating conjunction is conjunction. It's
Maksudnya gimana satu yang ada?
To combine it is like setara. For combined sentence must be setara. Must be equal, right? Just like so, the example is me and she go to school.
Nggak ada me and she.
She and
Apa?
I go to school. So, what is the characteristic in compound sentence? It must be it must be two subjects and have to have a comma after.
Ya kan, it must be, harus ada dua gitu, harus ada dua.
Okay.
Bagaimana dengan harus ada dua subjek? Mana bahasanya? It must be, there must be.
There must
be
two subjects. So the compound sentence combine.
Apa ya? What are you gonna say?
Harus punya dua subjek.
There must be two subjects.
Digabungkan
Yeah.
ke dalam
The two subjects about two sentences. Two sentences are combined in one sentence.
okay.
Combined to make one sentence by using conjunction.
Yes.
Okay, what conjunction? You know conjunction? What's that?
Conjunction is like and, but, so,
and etc. Okay. That's enough for me.
That's enough for me. Thanks for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, nah, ada pelajari lagi betul-betul apa namanya? Apa judulnya tadi itu? Compound sentence. Compound sentence, baca betul-betul compound sentence itu.
Ya Pak.
Pahami, kemudian latih di rumah dulu ya. Itu tetap yang telah tampil tadi, ya, Anda akan tampil kembali dengan topik yang sama, tapi dengan tampilan yang lebih baik, yang lebih lengkap, ya kan? Lebih better atau ya, Pak. Yes, next. Ini kayak kamu orang Gadun sebenarnya. Gak sampai mana? Oh, pas sampai situ, pas kaki. Rawat, panti. Itu ribu panti itu. Dia dah kira mana? Ribu panti. Pero ribu panti udah tak geli lagi kan? Udah ini ya. Dulu terkenal ribu panti itu pada bersih ya, jangan malah di tempat wisata ya. Enggak juga.
Enggak terlalu banyak yang
Oke, ya kan? Apa yang kamu bacakan? Simple present juga. Alright, teman.
Good morning,
Halo.
everyone.
Morning.
Okay, today I will explain material about simple present tense. Simple present tense describe about daily activity and habitual action. Okay, for simple present tense we have two formula. First, your verbal sentence, and second is for verbal and for nominal sentence. Okay, I will explain about verbal sentence. For verbal sentence, we need a verb to make a sentence. And the formula for verbal sentence. For positive sentence, we use subject plus verb one and plus object. Example, I go to the school. And the formula for negative sentence, we use subject plus do or does plus not and plus verb one. Example, I don't go to school. And for interrogative sentence, we use do or does plus verb one plus object. Example, do I go to the school? Okay, for verbal sentence, we must use auxiliary verb do or does. Auxiliary verb do we use in the subject I, you, we, they. And for does we use in the subject she, he, it. Okay, for verbal sentence, if the subject she, he, it, we must add suffix s or es for after verb. Okay, rules for add suffix s or es for verbal sentence. First, in general, verb simply add with s. Example, speaks, helps, buys, and second is for verb in the end in ch, sh, double s, o, and x, we must add es. Example, bosses, fixes, teachers. And last, if the verb okay, in the last, if the verb in way and preceded by a consonant, we must change way to I and add es. Example, price. Okay, and the next material, I will explain about nominal sentence. Nominal sentence does not any verb, but we use adjective, noun, and adverb. Okay, the formula for positive sentence, we use subject plus to be plus adjective, noun, and adverb. Example, she is my mom. Okay, for negative sentence, we must use subject plus to be plus not plus without verb. We use adjective, noun, or adverb. Example, she is not my mom. And the last for the interrogative sentence, the formula is to be plus subject and to be plus subject and plus noun, adverb, and adjective. Example, is she my mom? For nominal sentence, we use to be, is, am, and are. I'm used in the subject I. Is used in the subject she, he, it. And are used in the subject I, you, we, they. Okay, that's all of my explanation.
how to be confident to speak English. So we know that we have a lot of theories in English, just like grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciations. But me literally, I'm here with all of you. I don't want to be a teacher someday, but my goal in here with all of you, I want to be able to speak English clearly. So I'm going to tell you about how to speak English more confident. You know, when you go to Jongkadam, there you can meet native people that always speak English in their daily life. So actually, don't think too much about grammar or vocabulary. Of course, you can make a mistake in the process. Progress atau proses, Mister? Process. So that's why we learn English. Yeah, we learn English to be able to speak English. And one important thing you must and we should to have in English, I thought that we just need to make sure the people that listening to us understand what we say, understand what we're talking about, understand about our points. So don't worry if you make mistake in the process you learn English. Just speak up. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Okay. Tapi di sini walaupun kita tidak ingin jadi guru, tapi ini satu keharusan benar. You are now attending English education department. Tidak juga walaupun semuanya ditambah ini belum tentu juga semuanya akan jadi guru ya. But grammar is not important, but it is very important if you want to be a good writer. Okay? You have to learn grammar. So grammar or structure or the theory of theories, all of them are very important to learn the language to make your English better. Then the people who speak the language in the street, and I used to do that. When I was young, when I was still at senior high school, I was working as a tourist guide in Bukit Tinggi, and I took tourists to Kota Gadang and took them around Bukit Tinggi, took them to the what we call that zoo, to Jongkadang, and sometimes to see the buffalo fight and around Bukit Tinggi. But when I entered university, and then when I continued my study, and when I had to write what I call a scientific paper, so grammar is very important. So you cannot escape, you cannot ignore the grammar. Okay, you have to study grammar. Okay? Kalau enggak bahasa Inggris Anda bahasa Inggris jalanan namanya. Yeah, street language. Nggak perlu ada if you want to be able to speak, just to speak English, just to communicate in daily life, you have to come here. You don't have to attend what we call that university class. You just go to Bali. Go to Bali, to Kuta, and stay there and work there, and you can practice English every day with a tourist. I'm sure that you can speak English, but your English will be the street language. Bahasa Inggris yang jalanan lah ya. Itu sekedar berkomunikasi banyak. Not many people, not many tourist guides in Bali attend university class. They just go and work at Pantai Kuta, Legian, because there are so many tourists. Many tourists come and visit Bali. Every day you can fracture and do that. Siapa sudah pernah ke Bali? Belum Bali. Pergilah, Bali itu masih di Indonesia, tidak perlu paspor. Kumpulkan uang, ini ada. Kumpulkan uang, Nabung. Saya kan tidak suruh kamu menyumbang 1.000 lagi kan? Nah, kamu menyumbang lagi 1.000 untuk dirimu sendiri. Okay, next. Okay, next. Gimana kamu? Jadi juga supaya kamu berdiri semuanya tampil hari ini walaupun patah dua patah. Kalau boleh dari sini, boleh dari sini. Cerita boleh, boleh ngomong sama kamu dulu.
About myself. I from Padang Sibuan, and I have two sisters, two brothers, and my mother working teacher in Indonesia. And my father teacher in Sumatera. And my grandmother have salam and I don't have my grandfather. Yesterday, my uncle is died because stroke, and that's I got 17. Thank you.
Kamu disuruh mengajar, kamu nggak persiapan. Coba dari satu topik aja, itu saya kirim kepada Anda, nanti coba baca di, saya kirim sesuatu di grup WA Anda. Apa yang ditulis di situ? Apa maksudnya itu? Hah? Saya dipahami? Siapa Pak? Apa maksudnya itu? Kamu saya suruh mengajarkan sesuatu, coba. Ya, kamu sulit mempelajari present kurang mengerti ya. Sekarang kamu saya suruh mengajarkan. Artinya apa? Kamu harus mempelajari. Bukan sulit, pelajari, ajarkan. Pelajari, ajarkan. Baca, ajarkan. Saya dulu pernah belajar silat. Untuk melatihnya, saya ajarkan kepada anak kecil, anak yang usianya lebih muda. Sini coba, saya ajarkan kepada silat. Nah, saya sebenarnya belajar di situ, ya kan? Bahasa Inggris juga seperti itu. Kamu belajar tentang berhitung 1, 2, 3, 4. Sekarang ajarin anak 1, 2, 3. Dan kemudian Anda akan tanpa Anda sadari, Anda sudah pelajari sendiri. Paham? Yang para perempuan paham kan? Kamu sekarang memilih satu yang harus kamu ajarkan. Kamu juga ya. Pilih salah satu, terserah apapun yang ada kaitan dengan bahasa Inggris kamu ajarkan. Ya kan? Pokoknya mengajar. Pokoknya. Gak ada lagi minggu depan, kalau enggak kamu keluar aja dari kelas ini ya. Tidak aja jurusan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Okay, I'm here will explain about simple past tense. So definition of simple past tense is used to describe about action or events in the past. Simple past tense has two sentences. The first is verbal sentence. Verbal sentence that means is use verb, and the second is nominal sentence. It means use to be, was, or were. The formula of verbal sentence is for positive sentence, subject plus verb to plus object. Example is she worked yesterday. And for negative sentence is subject plus did not plus verb 1 plus object. Example is she did not work yesterday. And for interrogative sentence is subject did plus subject plus object and plus question mark. The example is did she work yesterday? And for nominal sentence, positive sentence is subject plus was or were plus complement. The example is they were friends. For negative sentence, subject plus was or were plus not plus complement. The example is they were not friends. And for the interrogative sentence is was or were plus subject plus complement. The example is were they friends? And simple past tense have a time signal. Common time signals that indicate the use of simple past tense include yesterday, last night, last week, last month, last year, a few days ago, or 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. So that's all of me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Events that were complete in the past. Typically posting a specific time frame. Often indicate with time expression such as yesterday, last week, last month, and last year. For example, regular she played tennis, and for example, regular he saw tennis. Okay guys, that's all for me. Thank you.
we should look at the word is used with it. Like the word is adjectives or noun or verbs or others. And then the last is we should looking for the last context. The context is maybe we should know what the topic in the paragraph. So that is just for the material, the very important context. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain about collocation. Collocation is the words are combined to convey the meaning. In Indonesia, we can find a lot of collocation. For example, rumah sakit. What do you think if you hear rumah sakit at the first? It not means
It doesn't mean.
it doesn't mean a house sick, but it means a house for people can sick. And in English, we can find collocation. For example, dry wine. Dry wine is not. It doesn't mean the wine is dry, but it means the wine is not sweet. Okay. I think that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
This morning I want to explain about overall health. You know about overall health? No. Overall health is an expression that we can use of over or give help to other people who are having difficulties in a polite manner. For example, would you like some help? Can I help you? Could I help you? And many others. So guys, I'm so sorry guys, because I haven't read the ingredients yet. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to teach you about how to make an appointment. What do you think about appointment? Appointment is getting, like you want to make, like you want to meet someone, but first you need to make an appointment. So I will tell you about how can we make an appointment. First, we need to greeting someone. Like if you want to make appointment, you need to greeting someone who you want it to. You need to introduce yourself. Like how about someone to know you if you don't introduce yourself? Three, express your purpose. So express your purpose like
Next.
Hi, good morning. Today I want to teach about greetings. There are two types of greeting. One formal and to greet your teacher at school or your friends. Example: good morning, hi, good afternoon, how are you? And then anything else. And number two, informal. To greet your friends. Example: hi, what's up guys? How are you today? And that's enough for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today I will explain grammar material about future tense. Do you guys know what is future tense?
No.
So future tense is used to describe an action or event that will be done in the future, but have been not done yet. For the formula is future tense is subject, the best form of the verb, will plus best form of the verb, and the rest of the sentence. For the example is I will learn new language. So that's all for me. So
Oke, sekarang yang penting lu tampil ke depan ya. Kita tampil semuanya, hanya yang kamu akses, kamu hadir tampil. Ya. Minggu depan, ingat jangan minggu depan. Kalau kamu tidak siap, saya yang pulang. Ya. Kamu belum menentukan apa yang akan kamu ajarkan, belum kan? Bercerita dan mengajar. Kamu pilih satu topik, ya, yang akan kamu ajarkan. Sesimpel apa? How do you just hear? Pokoknya choose a topic to teach and you try to teach it next week. Bagi yang